As leader of South Tyneside Council, I'm very pleased to be able to celebrate 80 years of the Air Training Corps. The Air Cadets is a great institution, one which empowers young people and helps them up to become successful, responsible and civically minded adults. Here in South Tyneside, we are very proud of the strong relationship we have with local cadets. Back when I was the Mayor of South Tyneside in 2007-2008, I established the Mayor's Cadet Programme, which each year sees a cadet appointed from our local South Shields Air Cadet Squadron to play a key role in supporting the Mayor at civic commemorations and celebrations. As Honorary President of 324 South Shields Squadron, the Air Cadets have long been close to my heart. I know firsthand how the Air Cadets offer impressive opportunities for local young people, providing social opportunities and adventure activities, as well as significant training and skills opportunities that offers pathways in a wide range of future careers. I also know and I'm immensely grateful for just how much the Air Cadets give back to our local communities. 324 Squadron South Shields was this year recognised with the prestigious Queen's Award for Voluntary Services, the highest award a voluntary group can achieve in this country in the recognition of the work of the cadets and their instructors do to support and fundraise for important causes for our local communities. To all the Air Cadets of South Tyneside and beyond, I wish you all the best for your 80th anniversary celebrations, and I look forward to many more years of working with you and watching your continued success.
I'm Flight Lieutenant James Hughes from 324 Squadron. I'm here to talk a little bit about the squadron and the history of the ATC as we celebrate its 80th anniversary this year. It's the 80th anniversary of the Air Training Corps, but it's also the 80th anniversary of the squadron this month as well. So the Air Training Corps was founded in 1941 in February, and obviously that's been celebrated this month. They're sponsored by the Ministry of Defence, primarily the Royal Air Force. Majority of my staff and all of the staff in the Corps are volunteers. We've got a lot of activities that we do on the squadron. We do a lot of BTEC, aviation studies. We've just started the space syllabus, which is the next new thing that we're moving on to, the next big thing. The Air Force have just appointed a new director of space as well. The strapline is the next generation. So we do have a lot of our cadets go off to be serving in the RAF or the wider military. Predominantly it's the RAF. But it's not a recruiting tool for the RAF at all. You can just come along, have your cadet career and then go off and do other wonderful things. So it sets you up for that. We do a lot of sport and adventure training in normal times. We also do a lot of flyings, and we're really blessed with all the schools in South Tyneside because we recruit from across South Tyneside. All of them are really good. They support us in that. The other thing that we do is a lot of Duke of Edinburgh. So we're all registered with the Duke of Edinburgh scheme. It's something that's really important to us. We go up to the Lake District, or we'll go up to Northumbria and do lots of walks and it's all that sort of stuff. So it's not always in uniform. We've also got a Mayor's Cadet. So our honorary president is Councillor Tracy Dixon. She got the Mayor's Cadet when she was Mayor. She enacted that, so to speak. So we've had a really long relationship with the Mayor's office. So Councillor Dixon is really proud of that fact, and she's always very supportive of the squadron, so we're happy to have her on board. We're really proud of that as well. It's nice to represent the town and for people to see us, so that's really good. In 2020 we got the Queen's Award for Voluntary Service. We were nominated through the Mayor's office and also as the South Shields. It comes as a massive surprise. We don't do anything differently to any other cadet unit in the country, so it was really humbling. It's a big old deal. It's the equivalent of an MBE, and it opens other avenues of opportunity, and again it just puts South Tyneside on the map, and we're always appreciative of the community involvement that we do. But to get the Queen's Award it just highlights that community involvement, and volunteers are what make the Air Cadets work. So without them, it wouldn't work. If you're thinking about joining Air Cadets, what I would say is just do that. We've got a really long history with the squadron, and I'm always humbled to see ex-members come back and say, it's completely changed their lives. Some of them are doing amazing in their military service. Some are quite high-ranking officers, and that all started at the squadron. It's just one of the best things you can ever do. Public service and helping your community is just a wonderful thing, and it's given me so much personally.
My name is Flight Sergeant Lewis Cook. I am a cadet at 324 Squadron, and I have been for roughly 3.5 years now. It's probably one of the best decisions you could ever make. We do a lot of outdoor activities, indoor activities, things like climbing, shooting, archery, paddleboarding, canoeing. We do a lot of volunteering work. We host a lot of events at our own squadron for other squadrons to join. We also do training as well. In the future, I would love to be an engineer, an offshore engineer, possibly, or even a managerial position. But because of cadets, I've gained leadership skills, communication skills, team balancing, working with what resources you have, and being able to pull through of any task, essentially, due to cadets. One of my favourite activities that I have done throughout my time in cadets was Nijmegen, and essentially what it was, I went abroad over to essentially Holland in a little town called Nijmegen, which is just south, and went there for 9 days, 2 days travelling, 2 days back, and we spent 4 days marching 100 miles, 25 miles each day. It's a whole new world. Seeing hundreds of tens of thousands of people walking along beside you. You've got veterans that have been doing it for 60 or 70 plus years. You've got people who are doing it for the first time, members of the public, other current members of the Army, the Air Force, of just many different countries. It's probably one of my greatest activities, and I've managed to do that with cadets, and I definitely would never have thought I would have done that if it wasn't for cadets. Another thing that I'm really hopeful for the future, whilst I planned to do it last year, was to gain my own private pilot's license scholarship, which usually would cost around 10 grand. But with cadets, they'll completely cover it if you just do a couple of tests, couple of exams. As well as other cadets, as long as you put yourself out there as a cadet, you will get something to put on your CV for your first job. That's the only reason why I stood out for my very first job, is because of everything that I had on hand because of cadets. It's a very loving community, even just as a small squadron itself.